I'd just like to introduce you all to someone. Say hello to Margaret. Good evening, Daniel. Good to see Margaret isn't joining us tonight then. Oh, you mean the body? What? I'm definitely gonna fuck Margaret. Nice. Danny Sherwood, I'm arresting you on suspicion of murder. You received an anonymous tip. Fuck! Fucking hell! You all idiots! It's literally a dead body in a bin bag with a paper plate for a face. Fucked a dead bin bag.
From one very small and specific part of the country, 6 hopeful candidates have gathered in Manchester in the hopes of becoming the next business partner to tycoon Sir Honey, a man famously hard to please.
I am not pleased. Well, he is famously hard to please.
He runs an empire worth 800 million and is on the lookout to expand his stranglehold on the UK market with one skilled individual.
Joe Murphy does not get fired. If anyone's firing Joe Murphy, it's Joe Murphy. And I'm telling you now, I'm not making that same mistake twice.
Ordinary people take the bus, not me. I'll jump over the bus and I will go under the bus, but I will not get in the bus. Occasionally I will drive the bus.
You're fired. You're fired. I like your jacket.
Meet the candidates.
I'm not happy. The last series of the show made me look a prat. Because of the biased way it was edited, a few people seem to be under the impression that I was slightly unpleasant to a certain member of the cast.
Oh, Joe, your host is so nice.
I brought wine. I hate Georgia. And I'm glad her family are poor.
Yeah, Joe, this actually looks really delicious.
Yeah, probably makes a nice change from the food banks, eh, Georgia? Whee! Some people, small people, unimportant, have snidely suggested that I'm a sexist, which is mental. I'd never be sexist to the woman one. I'm a big believer in girl power, yeah? Rosa Parks, suffragettes, the Spice Girls. Point is, I need an image change, so you can say goodbye to Joe Murphy and say hello to Joe Murphy. I have an amazing understanding of the female experience. In fact, I probably understand it better than most females. I'm adapting my behaviour, attitude, synonyms to be more like the Georgia we all know and love.
That's the Georgia we used to know and love. Slut! She's dead and she's gone. Say hello to the new Georgia. She doesn't get pushed around. Burn in hell, bitch. I'll be honest with you, I don't like poor people. And I would go as far to say that the sight of a food bank sickens me. But I'm a big fan of the fact that Sir Honey's a millionaire and he gives nothing back to those in need. I've finally seen the light that is capitalism. And for the first time in a long time, I'm free.
Yeah, I've known Danny Boy for about a year now. We get on like chalk and... can't remember the type of cheese. Here he is, innocent! No, he was found guilty. We get on, don't we?
Me and Steve are like a regular Dickens on.
If Don was doing time for murder, which of course he's not, that'd be one for the blooper reel. He's a good lad, Dan. Yeah, apart from the murder.
Don't turn your back.
Don't let him out. He's a madman!
I'll do it again!
We do get on. I wouldn't turn my back on him.
Got me good and proper, to be fair. Got caught faking with disability benefits, didn't I? Banged to rights, to be honest. In all fairness, my impression of one wasn't the best. Been picking shit off the ground for about a month now. They said I can continue doing this or be some old dickhead's assistant or something. Only problem with that is that I have to wear a suit and shit, and that really ain't my scene. Look alright, not bad.
My name is Kyle Mellor, and I have found peace. I've written a book, Mellor on Mellor, 20 tips to soothe the mind of Mellor. It's nice.
Although the lack of sales has been frustrating, idiots, my new mindset has kept me, fuckheads, calm. And for those who clearly aren't fans of the written word, it's also available in audiobook format.
Mellor on Mellor, Chapter 1. The birth of a new Mellor, open bracket, and age, close bracket.
Are you ready? Good, then let's begin.
No one ugly allowed. Here we go. Fashion is the art. Designers are the gods. Models play the part of angels in the dark. Which one of you would ever dare to go against? That beauty is a trade and everyone is paid. Fashionista.
Ooh, which camera do I look at? This one or that one? The point I'm trying to highlight is that I'm now a model. Therefore, there are lots of different cameras because of I'm a model.
Fashionista. How do you look? Fashionista. How do you look?
Gookie, Ralph Laurence, Louise Vuitton are just some of the brands that I want to model for. I have modelled for Sports Direct.
Who are you wearing? Sean, John, Calvin Klein, Donna Karen's fashion line, Valentino, YSL, Ferragamo and Chanel, Halston, Gucci, Fiat.
Mouth guard. My business plan. Buy high, sell low. Literally.
Now it's time for the candidates to meet once again before facing off to Sir Honey for the first time.
So I'm hoping to hear back from the pottery investors next week. Yeah, it's good. It's good.
Honestly, word of advice, stay away from that lesbian with the glasses. She is dull.
Murderer! Where?
Sorry, you just look like someone we know.
Yeah, it's your friend Dan who was sentenced to 48 years in prison.
Yeah. Specific.
Well, I am similar to him, but I'm not him. I am Don. Don.
Your name is Don Don. Is this a bit?
No, my name is Don, as you can clearly tell from my name badge and goatee. I also have several passports, based in 5 different countries if you're not convinced. I think myself and Sir Honey will get on like a house on fire. We share very similar values and a partnership between us would be very successful. I also know where his kids go to school.
Sorry, Don Don.
Call me Don.
Okay. Why are you here?
To become the Apprentice.
Right. And who has invited you to do that?
Catherine.
Who's Catherine?
The woman.
Oh, it's about time they made those tampons free. Am I right? You know, Georgia, from one girl to another, I have to say, I am loving the new pixie cut. It's very trendy. I should start calling you Taylor Swift. Kyle has a funny little haircut too. Yeah, you're like the twins from The Shining. I'm seeing double. Only, Kyle has more of a Hitler Youth Nazi officer look about him. It's very on brand.
That's not on brand. That's not on brand.
I'm not making a habit of conversing with competition, Joe. It humanises you.
Poet and a feminist. A very talented woman. I, for one, am going to have to stand...
I'm not a feminist. What's the point of supporting a movement that benefits everyone when I could just help myself?
Hate to call a woman a sexist, but that's not very PC.
Listen, Joe. I know you like to make yourself feel better by belittling everyone around you to help you deal with your many personal insecurities, but I really don't care. So could you please take your bullshit elsewhere?
Yeah, good. Couldn't have said it better myself. Took the words right out my mouth. A woman standing up for herself.
Joe, please.
Look at these cunts. I haven't seen this lot in a long time.
I paid for your train fare up here.
A long time. See, Dan's growing a beard.
I'm done.
I'll tell you what you are, mate, a bloody murderer. Whoa, a bit bright in here. Should have brought my sunglasses. Blonde. Sorry I was late. Just got off the plane from Milano.
Taxi from Wigan was £15.
Everyone, I'd like to introduce you to Jamie. He is my apprentice. I describe him as best friend, servant, lover. Forget that last one.
So, honey, we'll see you now.
Terrible they've got you on reception. Such a waste.
Guess we're just letting him in now. Right.
Good morning, everyone.
All right.
Ow. Right, I'm going to cut the shit and tell you exactly what I'm looking for. I want an apprentice with intelligence, modesty, and above all, a sense of kindness and understanding when reacting and interacting with potential customers. I have here with me, reporting on you, my right-hand man, Giles, and my right-hand woman, Michelle.
Oh, finally. Well done.
During this process, you lot are going to have to work harder than ever before. Oh. I think this first task is really going to separate the winners from the losers. Make no mistake about it, this is not an egg and spoon race. You can't fit the amount of money I have on a spoon. I'm going to give each group $5,000. I want you to take that money and...
Jamie? Sorry about him.
Take that money and double it. I want you to prove your entrepreneurial skills to me. Your teams are as follows: James, Kyle, Dave.
Now, the old Kyle would probably see this as the most disastrous thing that could ever possibly happen to him. But this new Kyle...
And on team 2, we have Dawn, Joe, and Georgia.
This is not good. Joe clearly wants to sleep with me. I just pray to God he doesn't try and take advantage of me as the new guy.
With the first task underway, the group split to discuss ideas.
Now, seeing as we have a woman in our midst, it might seem a bit radical to some, but I propose we elect a strong female leader.
Good. I'm glad you agree. So in
And
terms of the next-
let me finish. As a woman in spirit, I personally believe I should be nominated for that position.
You know what? Fine. Fine, Joe. You be leader. Let's see how you do. Hmm?
Okay. Yeah, good. 2 out of 3. That's a landslide, lad.
For the love of God! Make a decision already! Can't you see this team leader stuff is tearing us apart? I don't care who's team leader. Zach and I, we just need to hurry up and decide already. I'm just trying to keep my head down.
Now, the way I see it, this team is all about female empowerment, yeah? So I think we should pick a name based around that theme. Now, what are the words that come to mind when we imagine a woman?
Well,
I'll start. Let's think, shall we? Inspirational, yeah? Godlike. Powerful.
Pray.
Who are you?
Alright, why the fuck can't I be team leader?
Because you still have the price tag in your suit.
Yeah, it was expensive, Kyle. I'm showing it off. I really like the idea of sabotaging the other groups. Therefore, we should be called the Sabotagers.
You mean saboteurs?
No, I really like the sabotaging idea.
Oh, Dave.
No, I think it is Sabotagers, actually.
See, that's the one. I like that.
Tell you what, how about team... James Ormrod's Sabotagers?
Yeah.
Right, hang on a minute. Let's just take a moment.
Right, so this is Team James Ormrod's Sabotagers.
What? To be honest, I feel like Kyle is the only one not pulling his weight around here. As team president, I might have to consider this when we go through to the boardroom. Let's just say, it's not looking good for Mr. K. Kyle Mellor. Right, James Ormrod's Sabotagers. I bet you're wondering why I brought you here today.
Why'd you run ahead?
Me and Dave had a brainstorming session earlier.
You and Dave, why wasn't I party to this conversation?
I don't know, Kyle. Why weren't you? Now, what's something that everyone loves? Dave? Chicken. Correct. Kyle?
I don't know,
Dave? Cupcakes. Correct again. Now you combine those two things together, what do you get?
A chicken cupcake?
Oh, you've caught on.
James, what about my idea of using cryptocurrencies?
But we can't very well do that in a kitchen now. Can we, Kyle?
But I think we can more than double the 5k if we just...
Chicken cupcake, chicken cupcake, chicken cupcake, chicken cupcake, chicken.
The beast in the cage, Kyle. Keep the beast in the cage.
Meanwhile, Team Female Zeus have hit the streets.
So, as a group, we've decided...
You've decided.
Yeah. I've decided to stick with my gut, which is to buy low, sell high.
Where?
Charity shops.
Sorry.
Charity shops. We're hoping to upsell a bunch of their tat to earn an extra £5,000.
Mine is £2,000 that you spent on a short film for our team name, didn't you?
Yes.
And how much money do we have to make?
£7,000. £7,000.
And just remind me, how many days do we have to make that back?
About 5 hours.
It's not very long, is it?
No. It's not.
Do you think someone might be getting fired?
You know, it's all very well and good being liberal-minded, but there has to be a point where you turn to a woman and say, I'm going to punch you in the face.
Well, frankly, both teams have wasted time coming up with a name, and now they've only got hours left.
Whisk bastard!
Oh, yes, James.
No, not James. You call me chef. Fucking chef.
Yes, chef.
You, what are you doing?
Marinating the chicken.
In what?
SpaghettiOs.
Why?
Right.
That's 50 quid. That's 30. That's 25. That's a tenner.
Oh, you actually know quite a lot about this stuff, Don.
Well, you know, Georgia, when you've been in the trade as long as I have, you learn a few tricks of the trade. No idea.
Alright, how much is that TV round the back?
That's £10.
I'll give you 5.
This is a charity shop.
7.
Sir.
Alright, tell you what, how about 0, yeah? Well done. See how many bandages that buys little Tommy.
How much for the newborn?
£2, darling.
How much for just the voice box?
Needed marinating a bit longer, I reckon.
James, I'm not exaggerating, but that's the most disgusting thing I've ever seen.
Right. I'll admit, it's not exactly bake-off.
Bake-off? It looks like something that crawled out of fucking Chernobyl.
Hey, you need to watch your mouth, because you know what? Word travels.
Word travels? James, we're not going to sell any of these.
Smells good, at least.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Not so fast, Kyle. Let me step into a pair of my selling shoes. Just got to do the laces. And work my magic. It's not going great. Selling shoes can't really help with that.
Oh, George, these are all poor people. We want rich people that will spend a lot of money on Anton Deck's Saturday night takeaway the board game. You bought this?
Right, okay. Calm down, Joe, because I think I've come up with a system.
Paul! You are Paul! Please leave immediately! Your presence in this room disgusts me!
That's horrible.
What are those?
It's a pride flag, Kyle. Clearly someone's not an ally.
Yes, but why are you putting them in the chicken cupcakes?
If you put a pride flag on anything nowadays, they sell like hotcakes. Oh, shit! We should have made hotcakes.
Gay struggles are just good for business. Take King Jong-un.
Kim, but...
Potato. Point is, he's a bad guy. But if I saw him with a pride flag, I think, you know?
No, I don't know, James, and we shouldn't be exploiting an important movement for profit. I outlined that very clearly in Mellor on Mellor, chapter 48, Mellor's Moral Dilemmas.
I'm not exploiting anything. I love a bit of YMCA BTQ.
Right, how many of these we sold?
I've had 2.
Right, and did you pay for those?
Fuck off.
Disaster. Absolute disaster. I mean, what kind of animals actually buy stuff at a market? Look at these freaks. Fucking circus. Speaking of which, sign that.
Sold it. I sold the lot.
What?
Really?
Yeah, 20 grand.
Sorry, £20,000 for a couple of shit board games.
Right, I've had a couple of mates of mine from St. Petersburg. Proper solid blokes, only one string attached.
I'm sure that's fine. It's £20,000.
I sold Georgia.
What do you mean you've sold me?
Right, there might be a bit of a language barrier, but honestly, he's waiting in the car. You've got 5 minutes.
Who is?
A fancy. Honestly, George, I won't fuck about with him. He's got a very short temper.
Well, I'm not getting in the fucking car with him, you fucking maniac!
You best fucking have to. You got a one-way boat to catch at midnight.
Okay, Don, sorry, but as a feminist, I just can't condone women trafficking. It's not how female Zeus do things.
Right, fine. You's best get ready to fucking run. Those Soviets don't quit easy.
How much money do we have?
£1.50, minus the chicken and the baking materials, minus £17.50. Kyle, we're not in profit.
Really?
All right. Just have a cupcake. No, 20 back.
Of marijuana?
No, of weed.
Well, what does that bring our total up to?
Well,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
£2.50. Boys, we're in profit. Team James Ormrod sabotagers have sabotaged their way back to the top. Literally!
With their time up and profits counted, both teams return to the boardroom for their final verdict.
How'd it go?
Yeah, really well.
So, honey, we'll see you now.
Right, yeah. Fine.
Right, names, what did you decide on?
That's it's quite a big question, honey. Don, play the video.
Sona kikapo, lako dushne kenge.
Does that answer your little question?
No.
Oh. Got director's commentary if you want.
Your team's film contains anti-capitalist messages.
Ah, quite an eye for cinema. You should do video essays.
You're here to enter a business partnership with me. How can you be anti-capitalist? All I'm hearing here is hypocrisy.
I'll tell you what I'm hearing. Business jargon.
How much did that cost?
£2,000.
Snitch? At least we made profit.
How much exactly?
My lips are sealed.
£2.50.
Kyle?
Actually, you also lost £2,000.
Sorry, Giles. Don't embarrass you in front of your peers. But you might want to review your maths again.
No, someone on your team spent £2,000.
Oh, yeah, that was me.
What did you spend £2,000 on?
Bought a dog.
What do you mean you bought a dog?
Yeah, one of the little sausage ones, you know. Why? Bored. Well, where is it now?
Don't know. Both teams have wasted £2,000 of my money.
Yeah, well, it's not real money anyway, so...
It is.
Well, in that case, we'll just do like a whip around or something.
What, for £2,000?
I've got £2.50, I'm pretty sure.
Right, there are no winners here. Female Zeus, you lost the most money. Someone from your team is going today.
Can I just say that if it wasn't for my team being weak, we could have made £20,000. All we need to do was a little bit of human trafficking.
Yes, but the human you were trafficking was me.
I'm going to be honest, Don, but I got the sense that most of the customers you interacted with were scared of you. And your selling technique was so poor that I don't think you could even sell a kidney on the black market.
I can, and I have.
Joe, you lost £2,500 of my money because of your poor leadership.
Failed to see how that's my problem.
I'll show you how it's your problem. You're fired.
Sorry. Looks like you pointed at me there.
I am.
Sorry. You're firing me?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's just take a second, okay? Just take a breath, get your head straight. We'll rethink this very poor decision.
I've heard enough. Get out.
I beg your pardon?
I said get out.
No. You don't talk to me like that. You don't talk to Joe Murphy in that manner. I am your superior, so why don't you take that dirty Scottish finger, point at one of my other subordinates, you pathetic little man. If you honestly think that you could just waltz in here and fire me without this lot kicking off, you have another thing coming.
How'd it go?
Yeah, really well. I won. I'm the apprentice.
Now, Dave, wasting my money like that is a fireable offence.
Nice one, sweet. I'll see you all in a bit.
But I see some potential in your confidence, so I'm going to keep you on.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Now, this is unprecedented, but that task was so bad that I have no conclusions to draw from it. So we're giving you an extra emergency task. There's an anti-bullying event happening in Manchester tomorrow, and I want you to present a concept for a product or a scheme to help them support their cause. Georgia, I want you with the sabotagers, and James, I want you on female Zeus.
Sorry, you're moving James Ormrod from team James Ormrod Sabotagers. That's mental! You can't separate me from the Sabotagers, right, gang? Fucking mutiny.
The last task caused me a lot of stress, which the new Kyle wants to avoid at all costs. So in this new challenge, I'm hoping to be a lot more positive and agreeable within the team.
Anti-bullying. Let's get the ball rolling. Any ideas?
Invisibility, but you can walk through walls.
Firstly, no.
Why else then?
Secondly, how is that relevant?
Just be good, wouldn't it?
Kyle, what was it like getting bullied?
Sorry, why do you assume I was bullied?
The voice, the glasses.
I was actually the school bully. Everyone was scared of me. I used to give them wet willies.
Same.
Yeah, I used to do a lot of bullying too, yeah. You know, maybe we should take this whole campaign from the bully's perspective. I mean, why does it have to be such a negative? Maybe we should make this a pro-bullying stance.
You know, Georgia, I think that's a really great idea. Genuinely one of the worst ideas I've ever heard.
Meanwhile, on Team Female Zeus...
Nearly half full.
What is going on here?
I'm sorry, weren't you fired?
Sorry?
You were fired.
What? I
Did you
don't
shut
quite
your face?
recall.
Excuse
Sorry,
me.
I cannot hear you because the door is closed.
Whoa, that was a big one. Joe, you seen this?
I would bully the fuck out of both of you right now.
Listen, I'm team leader. You have to treat me with some respect.
Cup.
Sorry, Don.
Okay, right, get up. Okay, we're gonna do some role play, yeah? Brainstorm some ideas. James, you're the bully.
Yes!
You're going to attack Don.
Try me, bitch.
What up, nerd? Ah! Jesus Christ! He's got fucking knife! Joe, he's mental! He's gonna kill again!
Any last words?
It's just roleplay, Don. It's just roleplay. Joe, help me.
I'm afraid I can't help you, James. You're going to have to think what would benefit me in this situation.
Don, a fucking gun! What do you think twice right between your eyes?
Okay, good. See, this is what happens when we have fun and we brainstorm at the same... We're going to give that a go.
I'm team leader, Joe. I give you authority to kill.
Gun. Where are we going to get a gun?
A gun. Yeah.
Thinking hard, are you?
Right, okay. Don't worry, lads. I've sorted it.
Smells weird.
Called in a few favours.
Not very environmentally friendly.
It's the day of the campaign, and as social movement influencers flood the halls, our teams are preparing to present their ideas.
Oh, what a lovely day in school I'm having.
There he is! Get him!
Oh, the bullies.
Ah, virgin!
Weirdo!
Spaz!
Oh, the humiliation. Ow. Ah, wait. Shut up. Wait. I'm getting stronger. Because of bullying, I've gotten stronger. Blackout.
Bullying. A way of victimising the vulnerable, or code word for a snowflake generation. Without bullying to form character, you can become weak, pathetic, or Kyle.
What?
This may seem like a strange position to be taking it from, but with our PowerPoint presentation provided by our very own David Rees, it should hopefully answer any questions you may have. Right, moving on. The point is, we're not coming here today with a product, we're coming here with a message. Fucking get over it, freaks! What the fuck was that? Where's the presentation? Where's Dave?
He's bowing.
What?
Dave.
Dave!
Fuck you. Prick. Okay. Here we go. Woo!
Clap! Clap! Everybody clap! Clap! Come on, guys! Clap! Clap! Clap!
Fucking disaster. Now, before we begin, I'd like to ask you all a question.
What is he doing?
What are children more afraid of than anything? The answer: school shooters.
We're so young!
Fucking hell. Now, we ask the question, how do we take that fear and turn it around to help those being bullied? The answer? Simple. We give them guns, because no one bullies the school shooter.
Now, for all you liberals going mental in the audience, we have a little video detailing what it is exactly that we mean.
Hello, this is a message for future Don. As you may know, recently you have received some large-scale trauma to the head. This is a video from your past self explaining how to use the microwave.
I'm going to kill you.
Oh, you dickhead!
Give us your lunch money, dickhead.
Leave me alone.
How are you going to make us do that,
dickhead? Any questions?
I have one. When you're putting together a show reel,
So, your plan to end bullying is to give children guns?
well, steady on. We won't be giving them real bullets. Just blanks, like seriously harm or maim the bullies. Literally.
I still don't understand how this will help the issue of bullying.
It's not that complicated. All you have to do is fire a blank.